Now what we've heard today is through a combination of factors. In fact, we are not only relevant, but we are essential. Roger's example of the internet. Well, the internet doesn't really function without us. May's example of the light socket. Again, we are core to all of this. What I loved about Roger's very, very thoughtful discussion at the end was what he fundamentally was identifying was the opportunity to engage at a very deep level with communities, with individual customers, to take advantage of the skills, the technology, the infrastructure, the processes that we all have to really do something different and something special.
There's simply a lot there. I mean, on the one hand, you're doing, as we say, keep the lights on and taking care of reliability. At the same time, you need to be able to listen to the market and to be sophisticated enough to be able to hear what the market is telling you.
Yeah, I think you just hit the nail on the head. If you're providing reliable service and your rates are fairly stable, the customer doesn't need anything from you. And so what is it you're offering? What service are you offering? If you're trying to sell them something they don't think they need, that's a hard conversation to have. So it really comes down to the business model. And what value are these technologies adding, and to whom, and who buys them, who builds them, who owns them, who operates them, who pays for them? I think the key dot that needs to be connected here is the business model of the utility as a provider of services. Right now, customers are at the edges of the grid are buying technologies where they add value to that customer's bottom line. It's a limited market. And the utilities are buying products that add to their bottom line in terms of the business model that they currently exist under. People like me, aggregators, providers that live in the middle, are offering services to using those technologies, offering services to both. The market explodes when the utilities actually incorporate these services into their business model and have a cost recovery mechanism for that.
The other piece I would highlight is just the idea of partnerships. We are not going to be the best at everything. We're really, really good at projects. We're good at networks. We're, I think, quite good working at the community level. We're not going to have the magic application. So the ability to work with vendors who are more cutting edge, figure out how their systems play with ours and how that can work to meet customer needs is really exciting.
Yeah. Do you see those same sort of, when you heard various presentations today, were there those sorts of opportunities that maybe you hadn't taken into consideration so far?
I think I agree that some of the most exciting developments are the partnerships between some of the utilities and private companies. I think the area where there's so much opportunity that's unexplored is really in the big data, utilizing big data. I think it's its own category at the moment, and people are nibbling around the edges on how to use it. And most of that's being funded by either grants or demonstration projects. But I think when the utilities are able to tap into big data in a meaningful way and integrate it with large-scale infrastructure like transportation and other systems, I think it's going to become a very transformational. It'll have a very transformational effect.
Because this is about key trends driving change, I just want to hear from all of you. What are say, one or two things that you think will really make a difference in the next 5 to 10 years in this industry? I mean, there are a lot of different things going on. What are when you think of this is going to really have an impact, what are those things?
Susan?
I would say having straightening out national policy objectives so that there's at least one voice and a clear voice on clean energy, so that the policies and tax structures can support implementation of those in a meaningful way. I think that's probably the most important thing.
Great. We've been taking a kind of a systematic approach to technology investment, starting at the basics building up to the point where that becomes more and more visible to our customers. What I'm personally excited about right now is I love stakeholder groups, and we're involved in a number of stakeholder groups looking at everything from basic infrastructure to the role of community-based technology. And I'm eager to kind of convert those initiatives into real outcomes on a larger scale.